In the ever-buzzing hive of Chinese entertainment, where every airport sighting and behind-the-scenes clip can ignite 1,000 fan theories, December 2025 feels like a gift wrapped in red envelopes of pure excitement. Picture this. The girl who captured hearts as the plucky Chen in a love so beautiful reuniting on screen with a rising star whose brooding intensity could melt steel, all while a Meteor Garden icon trades his dramatic capes for a backpack and heads home to the misty mountains of Chongqing. If you're a C-drama devotee, scrolling through Weibo at 2 a.m. just to catch a glimpse of your bias's latest update, then buckle up, because Shen Yu's electric on-set chemistry with Edward Chen in their upcoming fantasy romp One Day in July is colliding in the zeitgeist with Wang's triumphant return to his roots for the travel escapade Wander Together. What if these moments weren't just headlines, but portals into the lives of stars who make us believe in second chances, hidden worlds, and the thrill of the unknown? Let's dive in, shall we? You tell me, which story has you hitting refresh on your feed right now? Let's start with the spark that's been flickering since summer, Shen Yu and Edward Chen, locking eyes not in some scripted rom-com, but in the raw chaos of a film set in balmy Xiamen. If you've ever binge-watched Extraordinary You and found yourself rooting for Danoa's awakening in a comic book universe of predestined plots and forbidden glances, then One Day in July is about to hit you like a plot twist you didn't see coming. This Mango TV production, adapted from the same webtoon July found by chance by Mu Ryu, kicked off filming on July 5th, 2025, with a booting ceremony that had fans clutching their malice at the sheer potential. 20 Shen Yu steps into the shoes of Achi, the ordinary high school girl who cracks open the facade of her scripted life, realizing she's just a side character in a larger tale penned by an unseen author. And Edward Chen? He's the enigmatic number 13, the extra who dares to defy the rules alongside her. They're packed to rewrite the story, unleashing a cascade of awakenings and world-shattering consequences. 22, it's meta magic at its finest, characters rebelling against their fates, much like how Shen Yu herself has evolved from the wide-eyed ingenue of Meteor Garden to a versatile force-tackling fantasy with the grace of someone who's danced through a dozen genres. But here's where it gets interactive, reader. Close your eyes and imagine you're a fly on the wall during that first read-through. Shen Yu, with her signature bob haircut framing a face that's equal parts mischief and vulnerability, leans over the script, her laughter bubbling up like soda fizz as Edward Chen delivers a deadpan line about defying the writer's world. Do you think she'd improv an ad-lib, turning a tense scene into an inside joke? Or would Edward, the Taiwanese heartthrob who's been quietly building an empire with roles in The Best Day of My Life and Now This, flash that rare, dimpled smile that says, "I've got your back in this alternate reality"? Fans are already shipping it hard. X is ablaze with clips from promotional teasers where their gazes linger just a beat too long, edited to pulsing soundtracks that scream, enemies to lovers, but make it existential crisis. 01 user quipped, Tulung Edward Chen Shen Yu, as if summoning their duo could manifest more BTS footage, while another confessed, you know what? Edward Chen and Shen Yu really good together, pairing it with stills that capture their effortless vibe. 2, and don't get me started on the multilingual frenzy. French outlets are buzzing about the remake Chinois pour Extraordinary You, with Shen Yu and Edward at the helm, proving this isn't just a Cient project, it's a global fever dream. 24. What elevates this beyond standard remake territory is the cast's alchemy. Tian Suning, fresh off Revenge Love's brooding intensity, slides in as the supporting one Tianqi, adding layers of rivalry and reluctant alliance that echo the original's tangled love square. 22 fans speculate he's channeling Bae Kyung's quiet storm, the childhood friend who's always one step behind the spotlight. Poetic, right? Especially when you consider Shen Yu's track record of turning co-stars into on-screen soulmates. Remember her electric tango with Wang as Dao Mingxi in Meteor Garden, or the tender ache opposite Chen Ji-yuan in Mr. Bad. Edward Chen, though, brings something fresh, a grounded charisma, honed from indie films, and that understated charm that makes you lean in. At 29, he's the perfect foil to Shen Yu's 27-year-old poise, both navigating the pressures of stardom with a humility that shines through in sparse social media updates. Edward's ex-post from the set? A simple carousel of crew shots captioned, "A new journey begins sparkles. Grateful to stand alongside Shen Yu, Tian Suning, and such a talented cast and crew. Ain't no ego, just gratitude. And isn't it the real plot twist we all crave?" As filming stretches into its 5th month, whispers of wrapped scenes leak like confetti. Achi's first glitch moment, where the world flickers and Edward's number 13 extends a hand from the shadows. Production Bibleways is reportedly aiming for a 2026 release, slotting it into Mango TV's powerhouse lineup alongside Shen Yu's other 2025 heavy hitters like The Comic Bang and Love in Pavilion. 21, but beyond the spectacle, the CGI-ravaged school halls, the blooming cherry trees that symbolize stolen agency, it's the human element that's got everyone hooked. Shen Yu, ever the journalist-turned-actress from Hunan Normal University, has spoken in past interviews about drawing from her own side character, Days, hustling for roles post-A Love So Beautiful's breakout in 2017. Edward, meanwhile, echoes that in his poised silence, letting the work speak. Their meet-up, as fans dub it, isn't some paparazzi-fueled scandal. It's a professional reunion laced with creative fire, reminding us why we stand, for the stories that make us question our own scripts. So, quick poll in your mind, which extraordinary moment do you hope they amplify? The rooftop confessions, or the chaotic extra rebellions? And just as we're lost in this webtoon wonderland, cue the soft landing back to reality, or at least a version of it splashed across Aichi's vibrant frames. Enter Dylan Wang, the Sichuan native whose name alone conjures images of fox spirits and F4 swagger, touching down in Chongqing like a prodigal son scripted for his own variety show arc. On December 3rd, 2025, the very day this article breathes digital life, Dylan jetted from Shanghai to his familiar fog-shrouded skies for the second phase of Wander Together, Aichi's globe-trotting gem that blends adventure with unfiltered celeb camaraderie. 19 If one day in July is about escaping a pen fate, Dylan's jaunt feels like embracing one. A homecoming to Chongqing and his Les Han birthplace, where the air smells of spicy noodles and the Yangtze whispers secrets of simpler times. Born Wang Hedi in 1998, Dylan's trajectory from flight attendant trainee at Sichuan Southwest Vocational College to global ambassador for Louis Vuitton and Guerlain reads like a K-drama pilot, except it's all him, raw and relentless. 29 Wander Together, with its ethos of exploring the world, one step at a time, couldn't have cast him better. Phase 1 saw Dylan trekking urban jungles and hidden trails with a rotating ensemble of stars. But this leg? It's personal. Videos from the airport capture him in that effortless airport chic. Black hoodie, cap pulled low, a duffel slung over one shoulder, waving off the chill with a grin that says, "I'm exactly where I need to be." 17 fans, dubbed Xiong Di Hua, are losing it. 251203 airplane departure, hashtag Dylan Wang setting off. Wishing him a smooth and enjoyable shoot close to home turf. 19 The itinerary teases hikes through Chongqing's karst peaks, street food crawls in Leshen's ancient alleys, and maybe even a detour to the giant Buddha for some reflective downtime. Post-shoot, he's slated for a Chegi tea event in Chengdu on the 9th, blending his endorser duties with that boyish charm that made love between fairy and devil's Dongfang Qingsong, an immortal fave. Interactive detour. If you could tag along on Dylan's Wander Together itinerary, where would you steer him first? The neon-lit chaos of Hongya Cave for skyline selfies, or a quiet raft on the river where he spills on rapping Guardians of the Dafeng earlier this year. At 26, Dylan's no stranger to reinvention. From Meteor Garden's haughty air to the introspective Guardian in his 2025 Xianxia hit, he's layered vulnerability atop that chiseled allure. 35 Wander Together peels back those layers further. No costumes required. Expect unscripted laughs over Hot Pot, perhaps a collab track nodding to his singles like Chongqing Dexing, and glimpses of the kid who once dreamed of cabin crew life before Youku's super idol rerouted his stars. 31 It's a breather amid his packed slate. Rumors swirl of live Long and Prosper filming in March 2026, another salted fish to hero tale that suits his underdog vibe to AT. 34. Threading these tales together, it's impossible not to marvel at the synchronicity. Shen Yu and Edward Chen, co-authoring chaos in a fictional realm, while Dylan Wang scripts his own odyssey in the landscapes that shaped him. Both arcs pulse with that scient magic, the grind of long shoots, the joy of authentic connections, the way a single frame can rewrite your heart. As One Day in July edges toward wrap and Wander Together unspools its next chapter, one question lingers for us fans. In a year of comebacks and awakenings, what's your ultimate 2026 binge? Drop your predictions in the comments, because in this interactive universe, your voice might just be the plot twist they need. Until the next update, keep wandering, keep dreaming, and remember, sometimes the best stories start with a simple what if.